Howdy, folks, and welcome back to RWBY. We are Chapter 10, Volume 8, Ultimatum. That's where we are now. Apologize for the last episode with all those audio issues. I'm sorry. Unfortunately, you don't want to, if you're somebody who puts up YouTube stuff, you don't want to ever change your settings or upgrade things or change drivers or stuff because you have to go through this gauntlet of checklists. And if you forget one item, like microphone input level, bad things happen. Anyway. Last episode was great. I mean, we got the Hazel and Oscar fight against Salem. We got a reference of Summer Rose, which was great, especially that it was coming from Yang calling her mom, because Yang does consider her to be her mom. She's the one who raised her. I thought that was very touching. But that big fight with Salem, we saw that while Hazel can sure batter Salem, he doesn't look like he can actually kill her because he's like turned her to pulp and she just like reformed. So I don't know how he can do that alone, which it looks like he's not going to have to. And I still think they have to find some way to kill Salem. Of course, she will come back, but does she come back right where she dies, or does she come back somewhere else? Like, does she always come back at this pool where the god of darkness? Where she set up her base. Does she always reappear there? Is that where she respawns? Wait a minute. No, it isn't, because we saw in the flashback, I think we saw that she was killed by Ozma while he was dragging himself all bloody and beaten. He had killed her, and then she rose out of the ground, and that was at their castle, which I don't think was anywhere near where the God of Darkness was. So anyway, I'm just trying to figure out how they're going to... Is there some delay? But if there is a delay, that Ozma flashback shows us the delay is at most minutes between death and rebirth for her. So how are they going to get the people to safety? How are they going to prevent her from just completely destroying this place? Or are they not going to do that? Are they going to fail? Are they all going to have to flee, and whoever makes it out, makes it out? I don't know, but it's exciting to see where they're going to go with this. So I am looking forward to it, and let's get going. Okay, we're back to Ironwood.
We have confirmation did capture. But we are monitoring
no wonder.
Exit. So they must...
Pro-Bronwyn in custody.
That's the one he cares about, of course. What just happened? What's going on? And there's Neo, all happy with the lamp. Of course. But they didn't detonate the device. Okay, so that must have been the magic between Salem and Ozma, right?
Changed.
So do I gather from what he just said that at least they believe that Salem was killed? Because he said, well, she'll come back. Obviously, they haven't shown that to us, so the rule applies that if we don't see the body, she's not dead. So I'm guessing she's still alive, and they're still fighting, probably. But what caused that detonation? And I've got to assume Hazel is dead, right? The others were getting off, and they may have gotten away to safety far enough away. By that, I mean Jean and Ren and Yang and Emerald. But Hazel's got to be dead if he was near that explosion. But Ozma / Ozpin / Oscar and Salem, I'm going to assume are still alive because we haven't seen the body. That's kind of the rule. And I know her death isn't permanent, but they seem to believe she died because there's no response. But of course there's no response. Half the whale just blew up.
Out of penny.
I'm part of her capable of resisting.
Of course there is. She's a hero.
It's only a matter of time before her mechanical...
Destroy herself. How am
Oh,
I
boy.
to take her power if she's dead to pieces?
Please do it, Cinder. Please kill him.
Take...
What you had to do was your job.
Please drop him. Please drop him, Cinder.
You think you're entitled to...
You disappoint me, Cinder. She does that often, to be fair. Okay, they did survive. Cool.
Is everyone there all right?
So Oscar's there. So we to take it that Oscar did defeat her. So she is really gone, even though we didn't quote unquote see a body. Lost Hazel.
Hazel?
Yeah.
I I'm not going to just
Yeah, she is.
forgive
I
her.
just
Every
it completely escaped my mind last week when I was saying, Emerald's going to turn, she's going to help them out, going to be an enemy of my enemy is my friend, sort of thing. But I forgot, she's responsible for Pyrrha, and as Yang pointed out, partially responsible for losing her arm, but she's responsible for Pyrrha. She caused Pyrrha to kill Penny with her illusions. Now, obviously, Pyrrha then decided to go attack Cinder, but that was all set in motion because of what Emerald did. So they got a lot to blame her for.
thing that
Your lifetime accumulating in the cane he built.
Oh, that's the secret of the cane. That's what essentially what that nuke was releasing all the magical energy that he'd been storing in there. Oh my gosh.
How you did that? Really
Is Emerald going to be gone when they turn around? No. Okay, good. Why is there a baby? Because they're all down in the tunnels. Okay. Are they finally going to show a sympathetic side of Atlas? Because that's one of my complaints I got this volume is time after time after time, the only Atlasians, whatever, that we see are scumbags and racists and despicable, greedy people. And are they finally going to show that, hey, there's some actual people worth saving up there? That would be good.
I've seen what you can do.
While we dealt a decisive
Meanwhile,
blow to
I'm
Sailor
still
today,
convinced they'll never try to redeem Ironwood. I think they decided at some point that they needed him to be the sacrificial bad guy on their side, lunatic, whatever. And I think they decided to do that, and I don't think they're going to redeem him. They might redeem him in a last moment of sacrifice or something, but I don't think they're going to ever back off from turning him into a horrible person. And that saddens me because I've liked the character, and I don't think they needed to do that. I really think they could have had him be a hard-fighting, tough decision-making, badass without turning him into a scumbag. But they chose to do that.
actually that wasn't
not make that mistake again.
See? Sounds like he's saying he's going to kill him. Come on. That's not Ironwood. All right. Well, at least it's not outright killing them. But okay. It's still scummy, but at least he's not going to outright kill him.
Chance. No.
No, they weren't. Come on,
Now
Ironwood.
I have...
Yeah, it's so sad to see. I'm not acting like it's sad to see the character take a downfall. It's sad to see that they're mistreating the character. The writers are. That's what makes me sad.
To save Mantle.
Let them. Come on. Ironwood would let them.
This...
But of course, the Ironwood that they've decided to create out of almost whole cloth is going to use this to get Penny so that he can get the Winter Maiden, so that he can get the artifact, so that he can raise Atlas. He already knows that plan won't work, so it's just driving me crazy.
This has always been about Mantle.
Neo.
Who is it?
Reunion. It's only been a few chapters, but they've been setting up a big. Okay, here it goes. They've been setting up a very big Blake Yang thing here. Here's my prediction. It's going to be the kiss that everybody's wanted, right? Nope, not yet.
Where's Nora?
Uh-oh.
No,
Ruby does
she's
not like
okay.
Emerald.
I can.
Yeah, see? I am so disappointed with the RWBY writers, what they've done to him. It just came out of nowhere. I mean, he's always been a fighter, part of the team. Yeah, he's been abrasive. Yeah, he's been a military guy. Yeah, he's been a tough guy. Yeah, he's made hard choices. He's never been a lunatic, a genocidal lunatic. I mean, I'm sorry. I can't buy it. I'm just really disappointed. It seems really cheap.
One bomb.
No. I mean, there was good stuff in this episode for sure, but You know, I mean, we get a little bit of Crow escaping. And we get apparently Salem down for a while, but for how long? Like I said, in the flashback with Ozma, it seemed like minutes. So she should be back by now. And it doesn't seem like she has to reappear somewhere special. And there's good development. I love the Neo texting with Cinder. The Cinder and and Watts bit was exciting, but also not really very realistic. I mean, the way we've seen Cinder, she would have dropped him. As soon as he started insulting her, she would have just dropped him. She was like, nah, screw this. Why would she pull him back? Because it's in the script, I guess. I don't see a real reason for that. Love what we got here. Love what we learned about Oscar, and the fact that the team now knows that Ozpin/Ozma is around. But I like what we learned with Oscar. I like the Emerald progression, and they finally gave her weapons back, so they've realized that they can trust her right now, because, again, enemy of my enemy is my friend. Ironwood still trusts Winter, but that trust is being deteriorated, and then the way they're writing him now, Ironwood, he could snap on Winter in a second, which I don't think would be realistic for the Ironwood we knew for 6, 7? Almost 7 full volumes. It doesn't make any sense. Definitely for 6 volumes. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. It just... This reunion, I was fully expecting. I mean, obviously those who think these two are romantically involved, which they might very well be. Again, I'm not going to say that that's wrong, or they're wrong, or that's not the case. They haven't. And honestly, I'm of the belief, I don't care if they're romantically involved, one way or the other, but we won't know for sure unless there's an actual romantic gesture, and that would be like a kiss or something. This is close. This is very close, with the blushing and the touching and stuff like that. But, you know, people could still argue that this is like just really, she really cares for her as a deep personal friend. But I'm kind of with the shippers that yeah, they're really, I think they're going to pay off this volume with that romantic gesture that will absolutely seal it without a doubt, which would probably be kissing or maybe even more. But I'm with the shippers here that this is pretty much the writers saying, yeah. That definitely there's romance here. There's romantic feelings. Oh, but Ironwood, man, it just doesn't make any sense. I'm so disappointed in the way the writers are going with that character. He knows the plan won't work. He already knows Salem can go high. She just came in a flying whale. She can easily go up to however high he takes that thing. He knows that. Why is he pursuing that option? It doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't make any sense. If he's still following the same plan he was following before, it makes no sense why he's still doing this. Except there's Nora, my favorite character. I got one quick shot of her, but no lines. The only way it makes sense is that the writers just want to continue to drive the point home that he is worse than Hitler, or whatever they're trying to say about him right now. And again, very disappointed. To me, it seems very lazy. Yeah. I don't know, guys. I mean, they've got the ultimatum. That's the name of this episode, right? Ultimatum. So the ultimatum is to Penny, who is unfortunately under the control of Watts. So if she ever regains consciousness, I guess she's going to do exactly. Okay, so I guess she'll do what he wants. He wants her. Ironwood wants her to go to the vault, and that's the directive she's been given by the virus. I think that's going to happen. Man, I don't know. I don't know where we're going from here. I honestly don't. I mean, my prediction would be Penny fights the virus enough that Ironwood wants to go through with his plan. I don't think the RWBY writers are going to let that happen. I don't think they're going to allow the entire population of Mantle to be wiped out in essentially a nuclear explosion. I don't think they'll go there. I really don't. So it'll be up to Team RWBY, of course, to save the day and disarm the device or something. Or, wow. If they hadn't given us that scene in the train tunnels where we saw the actual innocent people up in Atlas who don't deserve to die, I think they showed us that for a reason, so that because we'd only been seeing, like I said, scumbags up there. So I think they wanted to make sure that the viewers of RWBY didn't think, oh, well, just who cares about those guys? They're all scumbags. They wanted to show that there's innocent people there. If they hadn't done that, I would honestly believe that the writers would have Team RWBY put the nuclear device up in Atlas and blow up Atlas and kill everybody there. I think that they would do that to show how Team RWBY would. I don't think they would have Team RWBY. Now that I say it, I think I'm just lashing out at my disappointment at Ironwood. I don't think they'd have Team RWBY do that, even if they thought everybody up there were scumbags who deserved to die. I still don't think they would do that. But yeah, I think that's my prediction. Penny will regain consciousness. There'll be a struggle, but she'll fight it. Her friends will come through. She'll at least be delayed long enough that Ironwood will try to go through with it. Our heroes will save the day, stop the bomb from going off. Maybe Winter will do that. I feel a sacrifice coming. I feel one of our characters. Like I said, I think Ironwood might die this volume, and maybe it's some kind of a noble act where he dies, but probably not. But I have a feeling one of our good characters left, that we're supposed to like, is going to sacrifice, and it might be Winter. I'm thinking it might be Winter. That device maybe can't be stopped. The timer can't be stopped, and she takes it and flies away with it or something. I don't know. We'll see what it goes. Anyway, guys, I'm sorry to end that kind of on a bummer. I was enjoying bits of it. It was really, really good, but that ending just it felt sour to me. I didn't like it. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this reaction, this honest reaction. I'm giving you an honest reaction. And thank you for watching. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.